Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys the strategy that has made myself and my members thousands of dollars this month. Basically, quick flipping sports cards. We basically have some profound strategies that have really worked for us and can still, is working on a daily basis until now. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my Sports Card Invest membership program where I basically show you guys, 10 cards I believe will go up, 10 cards I believe should be sold, and then 3 long-term underground NBA investments a week. And you guys will be able to ask me any personal questions. We recently surpassed 450 members, which I want to thank you guys so much for. But if you guys would like to get all this information early, stay on top of trends, make a lot of money, it is only $6.99 for the month or $40 for the year. My website link will be down below. You can go ahead and use code YouTube for 10% off if you are interested in joining and becoming a member. And yeah, making some money with my strategies and with my recommendations. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So basically what we've mastered is, finding undervalued cards within a player that's already gone up so that there's no risk. So an example is Lamar Jackson's PSA 10s, right? So basically when a card goes up in the sports card market, the first card that goes up is always, the PSA 10 base Prism in this case, right? So the PSA 10 Prism had basically gone to around like 15 to 1600. This was, I think, last week. And I basically looked at, when one card goes up, when the first card goes up, all the other cards lag. So his PSA 9 will lag, his Optic cards will lag and go up after, right? So I went ahead and told my members and myself, I bought a few of them as well, to buy all the PSA 9s, right? Because the PSA 9s were sitting at like $200 at the time. So the PSA 10 had just skyrocketed from $700 to $1,500. And these PSA 9s were sitting at around like $200 around last week. So I was like, wow, there's a huge opportunity here. There's no reason why a PSA 9 should be going for 1/7 the price of a PSA 10. So we went ahead and bought a lot of these PSA 9s for, as you guys can see, literally $200. And sure enough, they went to where they should be, which is 1/3 the price of a PSA 10. And right now, most recently, we've, been selling for $500. And a lot of people have been messaging me on Instagram, members that I have, obviously, for my membership program, who bought a lot of these because they saw it themselves too. I basically wrote it on my weekly report. I believe I actually also made a YouTube video saying that these Lamar Jacksons are very underpriced. And sure enough, last one sold for $500 because, you can see those lags in the market. Another thing that I was buying was the Prism Red, White, Blue, because that PSA 10 was still like $600-700 when, now it's around like $1,200, $1,300. But you just can see and spot these little undervalued cards. So as you guys can see, I don't know why that sold for $285 because they're going for around. So as you guys can see, literally last week you could buy this for $630, and most recently $900. I'm not sure what this is. Not sure what the sale is, but yeah, basically I've been seeing these being sold for around $900 plus. So there's just so much money to be made when a player goes up that fast, and you just kind of have to stick on track. Definitely I'm looking at the market all day, finding cards that have just gone up like crazy, and I'm finding cards that are undervalued of that same player, because if the player's going up, all of his cards will go up, right? It's just the base is the first card that will go up. So when the base card goes up of a player, such as with Jason Tatum, right? His cards went from, I think, like 200 to around like 400 to 500 literally within 3 days. So what I did was I went ahead and bought his Optic Holo PSA 10s for $700 because I'm like, look, if the base price is now, $350, or $400, $500, there's no reason why the Optic Holo should just be $700. So I bought a lot of his Optic Holos for $700, and sure enough, they ended up going up to around 2,000, right? So with this strategy, there really is no risk because the player has already gone up. You know that the player's cards have gone up. It's just that specific card of his has not, the market hasn't turned to it yet. Because when a base card goes up, everyone knows, they're wanting to buy Jason Tatum. That's what you get from it. But when they want to buy Jason Tatum, the first card they're going to buy, like investors, I guess you could say, the first card they're going to buy is the Prism, and then they're going to move on to Optics when Prisms get overpriced, and then they're going to move on to Optic Holos and try to find underpriced things. So as you guys can see, I was buying these for around $800, $700 when the prices had already gone up on Tatum. And sure enough, the Holos, followed the Prisms, and they went up as well. So there's just so much money to be made doing this. Now, definitely when players have good games. Most recently, I've been looking at Devontae Graham's underpriced cards. So his Prism Silvers have recently gone to around $250, which is quite crazy. So now I'm looking at his Optic Holos, and I'm like, damn, if I could, get some of these Optic Holos for like $160 and his Prism Silver's $250, that's a steal because his Optic Holo is going to go to around the price of his, Prism Silver because that's, obviously, guys, I look at, I guess, to make references, I'll look at like Luka Doncic's cards and see, what percentage because his Luka Doncic's Optic Holo and Prism Silver are around the same price. So you go ahead, look at that, and then you're like, okay, Devontae Graham's Optic Holo and Prism Silver should be the same price as well. So why is Devontae Graham's Optic Holos so cheap and his Prism Silvers are so expensive? Like, this is a very good deal right here because, as you guys can see, if his base is $100, his Purple Ice should be around $700 because Trae Young and, like, Luka Doncic's Purple Ice last sold for $9,000. And his base card goes for around $1,000. So that's 9 times his base card. Now, if Devontae Graham's base card is $100, then theoretically his Purple Ice should be $900. So just kind of looking at things like that, and eventually the market does figure itself out and prices readjust. So it's just, yeah, that's definitely something I'm going for. If you guys are interested in seeing all my picks, when a card goes up, if you guys are interested in seeing all the picks that I'm going for of the same player with different cards, you can go ahead, sign up for my membership program, or they usually release to YouTube a few days later, but sometimes, obviously with some of my members buying the cards, I guess good deals on eBay usually are bought by them. But yeah, if you guys are definitely interested in seeing every single pick of mine, everything I'm buying every single week, you can go ahead, head to the link below, use code YouTube for 10% off. I really appreciate all your guys' support. It truly means a lot to me. We've been definitely getting a lot of new members and helping a lot of you guys make a lot of money in this market. I've definitely been getting so many messages lately of people, making thousands of dollars from, a pick I gave out. And it's only $6.99 a month or $40 for the year to sign up. But I really hope you guys learned something from this video. If you guys see a card go up, even by yourself, just look at other cards, such as, this Lamar Jackson, his optics are basically going to around like $700-800, and I would say that this card should be a lot more than a normal optic. So there's definitely just so many undervalued cards. Every time a player goes up, there's so many cards that are left underpriced for a week, and then eventually the prices, adjust and go back to where they should be. So definitely go ahead, take advantage when a card goes up. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you guys are new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all you guys' support. And other than that, I'm out. Peace.